Welcome to another video, guys. In today's video, it's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be working on a concrete pump, so I'm going to be replacing some seals here. Stay tuned.
Music bed.
So we're going to be replacing what is called a kidney seal, which lives kind of inside of here. It's pretty much what seals this valve. It's a rocking valve, goes back and forth, and there's a seal right inside of here, shaped like a kidney. I never done this before, so we'll see how this goes, but it looks like we have to remove I'll have to remove this. This looks like it'll have to be removed just so we can possibly pull that whole piece off. And I think that's kind of about it. So gonna see if I can just remove that part without taking this big hopper off. But I might have to just remove that part off as well. Alright, so I got the hopper removed from the pump. To remove this, there's the bolts that go all the way across. So 7 bolts, 2 here, 2 on the front, 2 on the side. There might be one on the back here on your pump. This one didn't have one. I'm gonna check if the hole's still there. I'm gonna clean it up and I'll put one back in there. The hopper has a little notch knocked out in here, so it goes around here. This was the only one I was having a little bit of trouble. That's why I kept moving the chain so I could get it angled kind of sideways, so it would come out of here. I can't just go straight up. It would only go up a little bit, but I didn't want to mess with this hose for the grease fitting. So unless you're doing some kind of repair there, just angle it out, that way it kind of comes out sideways. It looks like there at some point was some sort of gasket in here. Most of this might just be concrete, and so I'm not sure. I think when I put it back together, I might put a little bit of, at least like RTV silicone or something on the surface here. Most of it looks like concrete. But that's how you take that off. This one has that vibrator on the back of the hopper here that my brother had installed to vibrate it for the concrete. It works really well. That's a good place to mount it. He has this switch that you can kind of slide off and turn it on and off, like a home switch style, but it works. And then, you know, he just has the box here, but that you might not have that, so you don't have to take that off. So all I did was unbolt it, put it here for now. Anyways, this does look like RTV, maybe. I mean, I don't know if they just put like caulking. It's like white and flexible, I don't know. But I'll clean that up before I put it all together. I know we're gonna see about repairing these, but I might just do kind of a separate video here. Like I said, I never done this, so, you know, it's kind of a learning experience. But I think now I'm gonna take this big piece off here on the back. That'll make it a little bit less heavy, and then I'll probably start looking into taking this big piece off here on the back. So we'll see how that goes. I think from the diagram, this part here should just kind of sits there. It has splines on that end, splines on this end, I believe. So I'm gonna use the hoist and put something here, probably here, to kind of hold it, because when I take this off, I don't want everything to kind of fall down. So I'll do that, and then we'll see if I can just take this back. This should be kind of heavy, so, you know, I'm gonna see what I need to do to hold that, I guess. It's like a solid piece of metal, as you can see there. I'm not sure. Well, let's see how that comes off, and then I'll show you guys. Alright, so the next thing I removed was this piece here, and it has one screw to kind of hold it, and then it just threads off this big spline here. So once you remove the one screw, you just turn it. When you put it back, I'm guessing that you tighten it, and then you choose whichever screw, you know, it lines up. And then the 4 bolts here to take this piece off. And you can kind of see that kidney seal in here. I know it was a little bit ripped, but these 4 bolts are what hold that plate on the back side, so I'm not going to take these off. Now I'm going to take this one off. I already took 2 of these off. I'm going to see if I can go buy really long screws, and that way I can guide it out in those. Because this is really heavy, so I don't want to just, you know, I don't want it to just drop down. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Alright, I'm also going to try to replace the seals here. These rubber seals that, you know, keep the concrete from going into the bushing in there. So I believe you start by taking these 4 nuts off here on the back, and then once those are off, there's some hex screws here to pull that out, as well as these bolts here on this side to pull this cup out. It looks like you have to take this, it looks like a pin maybe. I know there's a bolt on this side. We'll see how that goes. right, so this was a lot of work. Just hitting it with the hammer, it goes in there pretty tight. And you can see all the concrete and grease in there. So this is a bushing here. So that's, you know, that's what wears out. This just gets in there, and then this is the seal in the inside. So I'm gonna take that part off so I can take that off and then figure out how to replace that seal. I think once you take this off, the seal is kind of wedged inside of there. But yeah, you just gotta kind of keep banging it. And then this, I believe this ring goes on the top of this to hold it tight. So don't forget when you put the new one in, throw that ring in there. If not, you're not gonna be able to get it in there. Alright, so finally got that rubber seal off, which you see here. And normally I don't think you would have that much trouble taking it out. I mean, it took me, you know, I was trying to cut it and it was just really hard. But I noticed when I took it off, whoever worked on this before, you know how there was like caulking on top? They had put like silicone or caulking, whatever it is, on that seal. And that just made it, I mean, super hard to take it out because it was glued to that. And normally it's just pushed in there, you know, pretty tight. I mean, you know, the seal is in there and it's not gonna fall out really. So that's why it was really hard. So I'm just gonna clean up everything. You know, I got this piece here. Just gonna knock out this bushing. It's like a copper bushing, and this is the new one right here. And so I'm gonna replace that. And then on the other side, which is right over here, you know, got the gasket, which is gonna be replaced. And then this is that piece. And there's, this should come off, but there's that seal in there too, or that copper bushing. And I did buy a whole new piece here. I forgot to actually tell you guys. So Concrete Pump Supply, they supplied us with all these. Obviously we pay for them, but you guys need any concrete pump parts, you know, Concrete Pump Supply, they sell everything. They're not badly priced really. And like you see, I mean, everything came in, you know, all the accessories. So this part, I just ordered a new one. Gotta put this bushing in there. And then this is a new piece too, and that just kind of slides in there. So that's gonna be new. And then all the seals, the only, that part, which is this part here, that's gonna be new obviously with the new bushing in there. So actually I don't even have to take that one out. I didn't get a new surf fitting, so I'll probably reuse that. And then just put everything back together. So that's pretty straightforward as far as that. I think, and I didn't see anything, but I think there was supposed to be a seal right out here. So I'll have to figure it out. I think it goes on that other metal piece, but I think the seal goes right on the outer edge here. Nothing came out of there, so we'll have to figure it out. But anyways, I'm just gonna clean up everything with the wire brush, all these surfaces, put everything back together. Alright, so I got this piece pretty much back in here. I just gotta tighten up the bolts. I forgot to mention, I went and bought this all thread tractor supply, and that way I can slide this back. It's really heavy, so if you have someone to help you, you can probably just, you know, manhandle it, but this just makes it easier. Even if you have someone to help you, you can just slide it back, and then once you're back here, you can take one side out at a time. So I would recommend something like this. Also, you know, that way it kind of keeps it from you taking all the bolts off and it just falling all over the place. So this was probably like $15, but you know, it's the same thread. I just thread it in there. So now when we need to do any work in here, I'll save these, and it'll be a lot easier to do any work in here, to just use these. All right, so everything is put back together. You know, I just made sure I put a little bit of the RTV around here because this is where there's a gap. I didn't realize there was a gasket that they sell for that. And so, you know, if I have to take it apart again, next time, if we replace that kidney seal again, or, you know, that plate was a little bit worn out, so we might have to replace that. But if it does come back apart again, I'm gonna order that gasket that goes there instead of using the RTV. So hope the video helped you guys if you're gonna be doing, you know, that repair on your concrete pump. First time me doing it, it wasn't too bad. It just takes a long time. Everything is heavier, so props to all those people that do heavy machine work out there. Anyways, like the video, leave a thumbs up. Any comments, questions? We'll see you guys in the next one.